As we move on, we are going to now discuss what moneyness is. So what is moneyness? Moneyness is the amount of money and the value of the option you purchased, whether that be a call option or a put option, if you were to close the trade, and in this instance, not sell it on the open market, but actually exercise the trade prior to expiration. So the moneyness of a call option is the market price of the stock minus the strike price, as it allows you to buy the asset at the strike price you selected. Moneyness of a put is the strike price minus the price of the underlying asset, as it allows you to sell the asset at the current market strike price. So let's look at an example. Last week, Tiffany purchases a monthly call option on Apple at the strike price of $350. At the current time, Apple stock price is trading at $362.50. Let's move forward to today. Apple stock price is trading at $359. If Tiffany decides to exercise the option today, she'll get the Apple stock at $350 per share and will be able to go directly to the open market and sell it for $359 because she purchased the option for the premium she paid, and she wanted the price of Apple to go higher. The higher it goes, the more in the money or the more moneyness that option has. I have mentioned in prior lectures the time value. That is something that we are going to discuss in more detail. However, I wanted to make sure that we continue to build the foundation on. So let's calculate it. When you purchase an option, if it is in the money or has moneyness, you want to make sure that you are not exercising it and losing time value. Time value has been brought up throughout the course thus far, and we are going to spend a significant amount of time on it because it is very important and it is semi-difficult to understand. I don't want to spend too much time calculating these numbers. I really want the point to be made so that we understand what it means when you have a stock trading in the open market versus what strike price you selected. Let's assume Apple stock today is trading at $390, and we have the strike prices there to the left. This is a good example as to what the strike prices are going to look like when you go and buy your first option. In the moneyness for the first example is $10. As we can see, the difference between $390 versus $380 is $10. We can go through the different examples and see that in the moneyness or in the money changes based on what the stock price is currently trading at in the market versus what you actually selected as your strike price. Now, if you'll notice, once we get above the market price of Apple, in the money now becomes zero because the strike price we selected is now out of the money. That is the two choices that you can have when you are looking at options. If you were to buy an at the money, you are basically purchasing the stock at the exact price it is at the exact moment you click buy. It almost certainly will change immediately, and you will no longer be at the money. You will be more around the money, although the term is referred to as at the money. Let's move on. For put options, assuming Apple price is at $390 a share, we have the same set of strike prices. As we can see, it's going to be zero if you are not within the range of where the stock is. If your put option is below where the stock is trading, you are going to not be in the money. You may have some time value, and the price may change as the stock moves, but you won't be able to exercise and have any value. As the stock continues to move higher, you start to have more in the money. These are the terms that are more commonly used: in the money, at the money, out of the money. The moneyness of the option contract is often referred to as in the money. If it's in the money, at the money, out of the money, you basically are able to understand what the actual value of the option is at that point. There are other factors that cause the option premium to be more or less than what it should be based on where the stock is trading and based on what strike price you selected. Let's take a look at an example. $380 strike price, $390 stock, in the money. If we do the same math, we are in the money. As we discussed earlier, we are at the money if we buy the strike that is trading as close to where the stock is trading on the open market at that point in time. If we calculate the strike price minus the price of Apple on the open market, we are out of the money. Same for the $400 strike, and same for the $405 strike. What is in the money for an option buyer will be out of the money for the option seller, and vice versa. This is important because when you are buying an option, you are purchasing it for the premium. You pay for the call or you pay for the put, and depending on the direction you believe the stock is going to go, that is going to cause the value of the option to go up. What selling options allows you to do is take advantage of time value, and we are getting very close to discussing that in more detail. As you can see, if you're the buyer or the seller, if you are in the money or out of the money, whoever is on the other side of that trade is going to be on the other side of in the money or out of the money. Thank you again. I really appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. Take care. I will see you at the next lesson.